So this one is called Juvenile Inmate, number 1134. The first time she saw my tattoo, she thought she'd spotted my secrets. Former gang affiliations scrawled in unerasable ink across my arms. I tell her it's poetry, and her voice is my echo. She adds, I write poetry, as she brings her face in close to my arms, as if she might find her own words there. Like me, she's fond of purple. And each week she asks me to bring something in our favorite shade. The rules say I can't bring her anything, and she searches me anyway to see if I've somehow delivered. She finds shades of violet in my veins and on the edges of my ink. I don't see it, but I believe her when she says she does. Perhaps the eyes become privy to hidden purple when your vision's washed in gray. I let her break a rule each week by offering a hug before I leave. It lasts only as long as the woman on staff takes to turn away, only long enough for each of us to take a breath. Sometimes my breath stirs the roots growing from her scalp. If I'm lucky, I breathe in, and I'm the one stirring in her baby powder scent. I spend the nights after those evenings spotting vanishing ink on my arms, a sun setting in the crook of my elbow, a bicycle careening off my wrist, everything she misses most. From my shoulder, deep purple spreads like floodwater. I never can tell if it's the shade I love or the one she sees in me. I'm just going to read a couple more. This one is called Bus Seat. Let's be real. If we start out as strangers seated side by side on this bus, we may end up as enemies. Who knows what might happen if the two of us share one bubble in this shaking soda can? You might reveal yourself to me one sunflower seed at a time, your overflow of snacks and spit leaping dangerously close to my side of the white plastic hump that divides us. Or maybe you'll be wary enough to fall asleep, your head hovering over my shoulder like a bird circling her kill, threatening to drop down into my personal space the moment you drop from consciousness. Or you pick up your phone, lead away from the rest of the passengers as if to shield them from the dreary details of your life, but talk directly into my ear. I'll have enough information to recommend that you take a vacation and stop speaking to your mother, but I'll keep my mouth shut. You might even dare to speak to me. Take it upon yourself to disrupt the scratch of my pen on this page, to ask me what I'm writing, to ask me where I'm from. You might even ask me if you can touch my hair, and you know there's no going back once you've gone there. But today, we won't get the chance to ride together through the strangeness of strangers. Today, I must look to you like some kind of thug. Me, carrying only my gentle breath beneath loose jeans and a baggy black sweatshirt. I saw your light eyes scan the landscape here, the crowded corners, the family smashed together to share one seat. I saw your eyes stop on the cold plastic beside me and stay there for one whole minute before you planted your feet in the dark, sticky soil of the bus's floor, deciding to stand rather than sit beside me. So go on, stand. Enjoy the ride as you sway with every turn and stumble with every shudder, and I breathe a little bigger and stretch out over the seat you'll never claim as yours. Now, perhaps we won't share sunflower seeds or spit or sleep or unwelcome speech, and maybe we'll have no real reason to be enemies. But your standing feet divide us by something we haven't yet faced, and maybe we'll never have the chance to give it a name. I'm going to read one more. This is called Women Who Love. I learned to love a woman here. By hearing the beat of my heart find the echo of water drumming in the ground beneath us. There is a balance here. Every ebb has its flow, every sunrise its sunset. So if I love a woman till our world tilts on its side, we won't be tilting long till the earth brings us back to center. I learned to love a woman by moving toward her. Inside my muscles are memories my mind can't recall. Memories from the days of the woman who carried me, and she who carried her, and the one who carried her. From their blood floods the rhythm of my walk. I learned to love a woman by looking in the mirror. There I saw her, her body and mind reflecting my own. This woman in the mirror, she carried the parts of me I'd rather forget, as if they sat atop her head, and I wanted her to crane her neck, to toss my flaws aside, but she carried them by finding her center, finding her balance, holding her head high, the same way I carry my dignity. I learned to love a woman by changing my fist, from the shape of a grenade to the shape, the size, the pulse of a beating heart. A beat for every time my anger meets silence. A beat for every wall I wish to knock down. I wanted to fight fear without losing what I'd learned from it, so I learned to love a woman. If we hurt each other here, they will only be pains of the growing kind. We hold one another like the soil that blankets our ever-unfolding roots. Two women who love. That's called a revolution. Our bodies turning till we face something new, till our shapes are all new, till the light in our eyes becomes a fire in our souls, and everything we touch is ablaze with the hot clay of unset stone, and everywhere we breathe, we leave air sweet with heat. There is a balance here. So every time I lose, I learn to love. And each time I love, I learn to see the light of fire in every pile of ashes. Thank you.